Hello students, and in this session I will discuss Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem is generally used in conditional probability. It is a type of condition. So if E1, E2, E3 up to En are n mutually exclusive events, and with each of these another event A occurs. A is another event which either occurs with E1 or E2 or E3 or En. Then we let us denote these all events as Ei. Here I varies from 1 to n, means this Ei can represent any one of these mutually exclusive events. Now if we want to find the probability of Ei when A has occurred, this is equal to probability of Ei into probability of take its reciprocal A slash Ei upon sum of all these probabilities. Sigma I varies from 1 to n, P Ei into P A slash Ei. This statement is known as Bayes theorem, this formula, and in this formula we want to find the probability of the event Ei when A has occurred. A has already occurred. This is a condition that A has occurred, and we want to find the probability of Ei. So this is equal to P Ei, then the into P A oblique Ei. Sigma I varies from 1 to n, probability of Ei into probability of E oblique Ei. Now let us limit this theorem. There be three events only, E1, E2, E3, be any three mutually exclusive events, and with each of these events either A event occurs with each of these events. Now we want to find the probability of E1 when A has already occurred is equal to probability of E1 into probability of A oblique E1 divided by this sum, and there are three events, so we will apply this with each one of the events E1, E2 and E3. So first with E1, so probability of E1 into probability of A oblique E1 plus, because of sigma, plus I will be replaced by 2, probability of E2 into probability of A oblique E2 plus probability of E3 into probability of A oblique E3. So if there are three mutually exclusive events E1, E2 and E3, and with either of these events event A occurs, and we want to find the probability of first event when A has already occurred is equal to P E1 into, write this in the reciprocal A slash E1, that is probability of A when E1 has occurred, and in the denominator we have the sum with sum of all these P E1 into P A oblique E1 plus P E2 into P A oblique E2 plus P E3 into P A oblique E3. Now if we have two events, then what will happen? If there are two events E1 and E2 which are mutually exclusive, and with either of these events another event A occurs, and we want to find the probability of suppose E2 oblique A, then we can write this is equal to probability of E2 into reciprocal of this, means that is A slash E2, probability of A slash E2 upon sum of all probabilities, probability of E2 into probability of A slash E2 plus probability of E1 into probability of A slash E1. Now with the help of some examples I will illustrate how to apply this theorem in solving the problems of probability. Now this question number 1 will illustrate how to apply Bayes theorem in solving the problems. Question is, bag A contains 2 white and 3 red balls and bag B contains 4 white and 5 red balls. One ball is drawn at random from one of the bags and is found to be red. Find the probability that it was drawn from bag B. Now see this line, found to be red. This condition is given. This has already occurred. This is given in the question. So we will apply Bayes theorem, because if given condition is there, this has happened, then generally we apply Bayes theorem. Find the probability that it was drawn from bag B. Now ball can be selected either from bag A or from bag B. So let us describe the events. So let the event E1 is ball is drawn from bag A. Ball is drawn from bag A. E2 is the event, ball is drawn from bag B. Event A is here, that the drawn ball is red. Drawn ball is red. Now we want to find the probability that it was drawn from bag B. Means we want to find the probability of E2 and A has already occurred. Means this event has occurred, drawn ball is red and it is from bag B. So this is equal to probability of E2 into probability of A oblique E2 upon sum of probabilities with E1 and E2, that is probability of E1 into probability of A oblique E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A oblique E2. Now let us find the various probabilities, probability of E1, probability of E2 and these two probabilities. So probability of E1, selection of bag, ball is drawn from bag A. So if there are two bags, then each bag has equal chances. So selection of bag A, its probability is 1/2. Selection of bag B, its probability is also 1/2. Now when the bag is selected, then the ball is drawn. So if the if the first bag is selected and A/E1, first bag is selected and drawn ball is red, this is equal to first bag. First bag contains A bag has 2 white and 3 red balls. B bag has 4 white and 5 red balls. Now first bag is selected even has occurred, that is first bag is selected and drawn ball is red. So first bag has 3 red balls and total 5 balls. So the probability of drawing a red ball is 3 upon 5. 3c1 upon 5c1. And probability of A oblique E2 is equal to, E2 has happened, that is second ball is drawn from bag B, means second bag has been selected and the ball is red. Second bag has 5 red and 4 white balls. So out of 5 red balls we can select one of the ball in 5 ways. So the probability is equal to 5 upon 9. Now we have got all the probabilities which are required in the formula. Putting all these in this base formula. So if we put all these values in base formula, then probability of E2 slash A is equal to probability of E2. Probability of E2 is 1 upon 2 into probability of A slash E2 is 5 upon 9 upon 1 upon 2 into 3 upon 5 plus 1 upon 2 into 5 upon 9, which is equal to 5 upon 18 divided by 3 upon 1 upon 2 into 5 upon 9, this is 3 upon 10 plus 5 upon 18. So if we solve it further, 5 upon 18 divided by, we can take the LCM here, 90, then 10, 9 times 27 plus 18, 5 times 25. So this is equal to 5 upon 18 divided by 27, 52 upon 90, which is on further simplification is equal to 5 upon 18 into 90 upon 52. 18 5 times cancelled, so this is equal to 25 upon 52. So the required probability is 25 upon 52. Next question, question number 2. A man is known to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. He throws a die and reports that it is a 6. Find the probability that it is actually a 6. Now, if a man throws a die, then there are 2 possibilities. Either it is a 6 or it is not a 6. Now, let us write the events. E1 is the event, 6 occurs. On throwing a die, 6 occurs. And E2 is the event, 6 does not occur. And A is the event, man reports that it is a 6. Man reports that it is a 6. Now we want to find the probability that it is actually a 6. Means 6, man reports that it is a 6 and 6 occurs. So we want to find the probability of E1 slash A. Man reports that it is a 6 and actually 6 occurs. So this is equal to, first let us write the Bayes theorem here, a formula for the Bayes theorem, probability of E1 into probability of A slash E1 upon probability of E1 into probability of A slash E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A slash E2. Now let us find the various probabilities. Probability of E1 6 occurs. So probability of getting a 6 is equal to 1 upon 6, and 6 does not occur. Probability of E2 is equal to 5 upon 6, because on a die you know that there are 6 numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 occurs, the probability is 1 upon 6, and 6 does not occur, the probability is 5 upon 6. Now we want to find probability of A slash E1. 6 occurs and man reports that it is a 6. 6 occurs and man reports that it is a 6. Now a man is known to speak 3 out of 4 times. So the probability of him speaking the truth is 3 upon 7. 3 out of 4 times, that is 3 upon 4. And probability of A slash E2, that is 6 does not occur, and men tell that it is a 6. So the chances of this 3 out of 4 times he speaks truth, means the probability will be equal to 1 by 4. Now putting all these values in the formula here, probability of E1 slash A is equal to probability of E1, that is 1 by 6, into probability of A slash E1, probability of A slash E1 is 3 upon 4 upon 1 upon 6 into 3 upon 4 plus probability of E2 is 5 upon 6 into 1 upon 4. So this is equal to 3 upon 24 divided by 3 upon 24 plus 5 upon 24. So this is equal to 3 upon 24 divided by 5 and 3, 8 upon 24. So on further simplifying, 3 upon 24 into 24 upon 8, 24 one time cancel, so equal to 3 upon 8. So the probability that it is actually a 6 is equal to 3 upon 8. Next question, question number 3. A card from a pack of 52 cards is lost. From the remaining cards of the pack, 2 cards are drawn and are found to be both spades. Drawn cards are found to be both spades. Find the probability of lost card being a spade. So from the pack, a card is lost. Now there are 2 possibilities. Card belongs to spade or card does not belong to spade. Means even event here, lost card is a spade. and E2 is lost card is not a spade. Now what is given? In the last two cards are drawn and are found to be both spades. So this is the event A. Drawn two cards from the remaining are spades. In this question we want to find probability this has happened, and we want to find the probability that lost card is a spade. The A condition is given, it has happened, and we want to find the probability that lost card is a spade. So we want to find probability of E1/A, conditional probability. This is equal to because here events E1 and E2 are happening and with them another event A is happening, so we will apply here Bayes theorem to solve this question. So probability of E1 into probability of A oblique E1 upon sum of both these probabilities with A, that is probability of E1 into probability of A oblique E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A oblique E2. Now let us find the various probabilities. First is lost card is a spade. So probability of E1 will be equal to, for in a pack of cards there are 13 cards of each suit. So out of 13, lost card is out of 13 cards of a spade, one card is lost. So 13 C1 upon 52 C1, that is 13 C1, and out of 52 one of the cards, so 13 upon 52, the probability is 1/4, and lost card is not a spade, so remaining cards are 39, so probability of E2 is 39 upon 52, that is 3/4, or subtracting this probability from 1 we can get the probability lost card is not a spade. Now the other probabilities we need to find here, probability of A/E1 and probability of A/E2. So probability of A/E1, that is the event A1 has occurred and we want to find the probability of A. So E1 has occurred means lost card is a spade, and we want to find the probability from the remaining cards. The drawn two cards are also spade. So now if lost card is a spade, so out of 13 cards of a spade, one card is lost, so there now 12 cards of a spade are remaining. So out of those 12 cards you need to select any two upon, and out of 51 cards you need to select any two cards. And similarly probability of A/E2, that is E2 has happened and we want to find the probability of A. E2 has happened, lost card is not a spade. Now in the pack means 13, all the 13 cards of a spade are intact. So out of 13 you need to select any two, and out of 51 you need to select any two, because one non-spade card has been lost. So the remaining cards will be 51. Now putting all these values in this formula, we can find probability of E1 slash A or E1 oblique A is equal to probability of E1. Probability of E1 we have calculated is 1 upon 4 into probability of A oblique E1 is 12C2 upon 51C2 divided by 1 by 4 into 12C2 upon 51C2 plus 3 upon 4 into 13C2 upon 51C2. Now 4 into 51C2 can be taken as LCM. So we can write this is equal to 12C2 upon 4 into 51C2, and in the denominator we have 4 into 51C2 as LCM, 12C2 plus 3 into 13C2, 12C2 plus 3 into 13C2 upon 4 into 51C2. These values are cancelled, so we are left with 12C2 upon 12C2 plus 3 into 13C2. Now you know the value of nC2 is equal to n into n minus 1 by 2. So we can calculate 12C2. 12C2 will be equal to 12 into 11 upon 2, that is 2 6 times 66, and 13C2 will be equal to 13C2 will be equal to 13 into 12 upon 2, 2 6 times cancelled, and 6 3 is 18 and 6 1 is 6 and 1 7, 78. So putting these values here, 68 upon 66, this is 66 upon 66 plus 3 into 78. So this is equal to, if we calculate it, this is equal to 66 upon 3 into 78, 3 8 is 24, 3 7 is 21, and 2 23, 234, 234 plus 66, 234 plus 66, 6 4 10, 6 3 9 1 10, and 2 1 3, 300, 66 upon 300, and which on further simplification gives equal to 22 upon 100 or 11 upon 50. Now with this I conclude this session. Like and subscribe my channel for new videos.